y'all, welcome to my channel, Aligned Living with Chelsea. I'm Chelsea and I'm a self-care strategist and a wellness advocate. On this channel, we're growing into our best selves through healing, wellness, and self-awareness, one step at a time. So for today's topic, we're going to discuss boundaries. Now, for the longest, I thought me setting boundaries meant I was being too cold or difficult. But what I've learned is boundaries aren't about pushing people away. It's about protecting the version of you that worked so hard to heal. So for today's video, we're going to discuss what boundaries really are, why they're so important, and setting them from a place of self-respect and love. So let's get started. So first and foremost, what are boundaries? For me, they're the blueprint on how you want to be treated. They help define your emotional space, what's okay, what's not okay, and what's needed to feel safe, respected, and seen. So once you're clear about your boundaries, it helps the people around you to be clear too. Now, when you don't set those boundaries, it doesn't just affect your relationships. It affects your peace, your energy, and your sense of self. You start saying yes when you really meant to say no. You start to overextend, over-explain, and over the time, you start to feel resentment, exhaustion, and even emotional burnout. Abandoning yourself just to keep the peace with everyone is not fair to you. You deserve peace too. And once I realized the turmoils it was causing, that's when I realized I had to start setting boundaries emotionally, with time, energy, and even with myself. Now, when it came to setting boundaries emotionally, I had to learn to no longer carry emotions that's not meant for me to carry. For example, I can be supportive without self-sacrificing. And I can also care without absorbing everything. Now, when I started setting boundaries with my time, I had to learn not everything deserves my time, and I don't have to respond to things immediately. For example, blocking off time for yourself without feeling guilty, saying no to plans so you can rest, and not responding immediately to calls and text messages. When I started to set boundaries regarding my energy, I had to learn to no longer pour into what's not pouring back into me. For example, I had to start limiting my interactions with people who only reach out when they want something, and had to learn to say no to things that left me feel depleted instead of aligned. Lastly, sometimes the hardest boundaries to set are with yourself. For example, not overcommitting to prove your worth, and not feeling guilty when you decide to rest. So whether this is your first time setting boundaries or you're learning to firmly stand on business, just know boundaries don't mean you're mean, distant, or selfish. Boundaries make you intentional, self-aware, and is rooted in self-respect. When you start to honor your peace more, that's when life starts to throw peace right back at you. Now, before we end today's video, I want to leave you with a few affirmations to take with you. The first affirmation is, I will communicate my needs with compassion and clarity. The second affirmation is, I am not selfish for choosing myself. And the third and last affirmation is, my boundaries are a form of self-love and not rejection. Now, I hope this message resonated with you like it's been resonating with me during my journey. If you like today's video, please like and subscribe for more content. And as always, I hope you have a great day on purpose. Until next time.